Welcome to MarcusG.TV. I'm Chef Marcus Guiliano.
And Jamie.
And it is 2015.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
A whole year went by.
Yes. Let's see. We saw a post the other day on YouTube. Not on YouTube. On Facebook.
On Facebook, yes.
And somebody posted a picture of a burger that they didn't like.
Yes.
They were very dissatisfied with the burger. It was a medium rare. It was coming from a fast food
And
burger.
they said it was from a fast food.
From a fast
place.
food. And I understand her point on the safety issue. So let me just touch upon the safety issue, and then I want you to touch upon how to properly handle a complaint.
Right. Well, she was complaining.
She was complaining that she would get sick. And a lot of people eat medium rare burgers. A lot of people eat medium rare burgers, rare burgers. The problem with eating a rare burger is, not only from a fast food operation, but from any restaurant, is when you grind cattle, when you grind beef, you grind different cuts. And the threat that E. coli comes from is because you take a piece of meat that the outside of the meat in the processing plant can touch intestines, can touch other bacteria. And when you grind, you're taking all the outside pieces, okay,
right,
of the meat and grinding it into the center.
Okay.
And what happens in mass production facilities, they're taking thousands of cattle at a time. So one burger can literally have pieces of 1,000 cattle in it.
Right.
And when you're processing that quickly, they're not that sanitary. So you have E. coli contamination getting inside burgers. That's when you hear people getting E. coli. You won't get E. coli from eating a medium rare steak because it's still inside. The E. coli has not had a chance to permeate inside the beef.
But when you're taking the beef and
grinding
it.
So she was complaining that it was from a fast food place and it should be cooked well done. I agree with her that all burgers should be cooked well done. They're not going to taste as good as a medium rare burger to a burger eater, okay? But that's the safety.
Especially coming from a fast food place where they're using cheap ingredients to begin with, and you really don't know where it's coming from.
Right. So that's the issue with that. So that's where her post came from. But she was like really bashing the place, and a lot of people came online and were posting, I don't see anything wrong with this. What are you talking about? What are you doing?
A lot of people order medium rare when they go out to eat.
So that's the difference. Now,
talking from a restaurant owner's perspective, listen, it was a fast food restaurant, so it's a little different than a fine dining or, a restaurant. But I think that as a guest, as a customer, you need to share the information with the business owners or a manager or somebody so that they know what happened, rather than going online, especially on social media, and bad-mouthing the business. It makes a big difference if you come to a restaurant owner and let them know what the problem actually is. I think that we can fix it. If you bring us the problem, we can fix it. If you don't bring us the problem and you're out there bad-mouthing, the restaurant, then we can't fix that.
You can't fix it.
Because it's already out there.
A lot of people have devoted their lives, have a career, rely on money from a restaurant to...
Well, that's how they're making their living.
To make a living.
That's how they're surviving. Not only is the restaurant owners, but also all of the employees and everybody that they pay are relying upon business coming in, guests being happy, going out and telling people how wonderful everything was. Right. If you're out there bad-mouthing the restaurant or using social media to get across something that was a disappointment to you, people aren't going to want to go there, and it could ruin a business.
It could ruin it. See, now here's the big issue. This whole social media, the text messaging, nobody knows how to have a face-to-face conversation anymore. So in the old days, you'd complain to the manager, or you'd write a letter, to the business, and that's how you took care of it. So here's always been my suggestion: speak to the restaurant first before you post online.
Because I bet they would fix the problem, take care of the problem, or make you happy in the future so that you continue to be a guest. I don't think anybody sets out to make a guest mad.
They don't.
Or to upset them, or for them not to have a good experience. I think everybody who goes out to eat has a different expectation. Of what they're supposed to be getting. And so I think it's important to remember that, because restaurant owners work hard, the employees work hard.
Nobody's purposely trying to give you bad food.
No, absolutely not.
There might be circumstances that a restaurant is under the stress, the high volume, the lack of staff, enough staff to be able to sufficiently do a job, But nobody's sitting there purposely saying, I'm going to cook this, I'm going to burn this burger, I'm going to burn this steak, I'm going to overcook this salmon beyond, recognition. And
it's not going to be salted enough. It's not going to be, or it's too salty, right? I think everybody's expectations are completely different.
Now, don't get me wrong, there are careless cooks.
Of course.
There's the careless servers, careless waitstaff, careless bartenders. That happens. But
it is important to bring it to the restaurant owner's attention so that they can fix the problem right there and then.
And the problem with careless staff, careless cooks, is they just haven't been coached properly to do the right thing, okay? That's all it is. It's a matter of the right restaurant owner, the right restaurant manager to be able to coach these people and set standards themselves. Now, granted, if you go to a restaurant and complain and they don't do anything, then you have every right not to go back there. That's your choice. And if you've given them a chance and they haven't made it right, then okay, post what you want to post. But post the whole experience. Say, I went to them. This is the answer that I got. These are my issues. As opposed to bashing these restaurants without. With Yelp now and with TripAdvisor and all these sites, people just go on and bash like they're restaurant critics. And of course, food is personal, and everybody has their own opinions on food, which is perfectly fine.
And everyone has their opinion on the money that they're spending and what they're getting back for it.
Exactly. So some people don't understand our restaurant because it's organic, health conscious. We're certified green. They don't understand the sourcing of smaller products.
Where we're getting our products from.
Right, how much they cost, how much more they cost, and how much in depth we go. From our salt to our sugar to everything.
The spirits, to the wine, to the beer, to everything.
So people don't understand. So then when they think they're eating, they're paying a couple more bucks for an entree, they think that they're getting ripped off. In reality, we're paying twice the price for our ingredients and only charging a couple more bucks. So if you had a conversation with us about that, then you'd realize that our food is really a better value than going somewhere else and paying $2 less for an entree, $3 less for an entree. You'd say, oh wow, they're honoring Mother Nature, they're supporting small business, they're health conscious. You'd realize, wow,
they're taking care of me.
They're taking care of me, and that all my money's going back that I'm giving them to small independent producers, not to big, huge conglomerates.
Yes.
And that makes a big difference. So, that's
our take.
That's our take
on talking to restaurant owners, talking to the managers. If you have a problem with a restaurant,
communicate. Communication is a problem that solves a lot of problems. You have to communicate. And like I said, with cell phones, social media, people don't have to communicate like they used to.
No, they just send a text message.
They send a text message, they send a tweet, they send this and send that, and tweet the restaurant first. When I have a problem with
the business, tweet them.
Even now, years ago, I had a problem with Home Depot, and nobody would call me back from their customer service on an issue. Nobody. It was so frustrating. Finally, I sent them a tweet, and all of a sudden, here's a number you can call, here's a contact person, and this and that. But I didn't really bash them on the tweet. I just said, hey, I'm having an issue with a warranty product. I'm having no luck. Who can I talk to?
Right.
And then they responded right away. And I had another company just recently do that as well. I'm having problems with the warranty. Please, I've called them 5, 6, 7 times.
And they took care of it.
They took care of it. So that's communicate. Communicate. Use social media to your advantage.
Right.
Not to your disadvantage. Because a lot of times you look like a jerk sometimes posting things because the other people, they don't understand where you're coming from, and you're sitting there bashing things. They're like, who in the world is this person doing this? Why is this person uptight? What's wrong with this person?
Right.
So I'm Chef Marcus Guiliano.
And Jamie.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like our videos.
Press like, subscribe, pass it on.
Pass it on, and leave your comments. We'll be happy to answer any questions.
Happy New Year.